Guys, welcome back to my channel. For this video I will be doing my August monthly layout. I do want to say that I just got a new mount for my phone to be able to record, so I'm not sure if the angle is perfect. I'm still trying to work with it. My husband was the one that kind of found this on Amazon, and I will go ahead and link it below. But I have the Happy Planner. I think it's the original or the 9-disc Happy Planner. I forget what exactly it's called. And in this monthly view setup, I am setting up my bills. So what happened was I ran out of these stickers for the bills, which are the lime green. I used some stickers from a sticker page packet that I got from the Dollar Tree, and it didn't have enough, so I used some from the Happy Planner budget sticker book. And so what I did was white out what it was supposed to be labeled, and I will be writing what bill it will actually be, and then I got some little stickers to identify the type of bill that I'm paying. So here I'm writing down I think it is my phone bill. And some things are funky with my bill this month. My renter's insurance is $10 with State Farm since I switched car insurance. But in July's bill, I had received something towards my car still, and they said that it was canceled. It just wasn't reflecting because the bill had already printed out. State Farm is kind of weird. So when I received a copy of August bill, now it says I have a negative 100 and something amount, so I don't owe anything this month. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it in case I do owe. I still account it for, so that I know if there was a billing error, I have those $10 set aside. I get paid weekly, and last month I got a 5-week paycheck. August only has 4 Fridays, so I'm only gonna get paid 4 times. And I think this month at my new job is going to start pulling out for my insurance. I think they said that they pulled out like a month before eligibility. So I started with them in June, and benefits start sometime in September. So they are going to pull out in August. So I'm not sure if it's going to be this first paycheck in August or the last paycheck. Okay, so I think I have the hang of how I want the monthly layout to be. I'm just filling in where my paydays are going to be falling, which are Fridays. And I've seen a lot of YouTubers with this pen, and so I decided to buy it. I got the multi-pack, I think the middle one, that's like 20 something dollars. I love this color. It's so pink and bright. So what I did was I bought this package separate for the classic Happy Planner. That's what it is. And I like that it had the dots, but I didn't realize that it had the weekly layout the way it did on the back. So right here on the second page, in these 3 daily like giant squares, is where I'm going to be using the budget sticker, and I will be laying out my monthly budget. So on one side it's going to have all my bills, and it's going to have the fixed amount, because actually my bills never change. Like, they're the same amount every time, unless I pay an extra towards like a credit card or something like that, like if I'm still trying to pay down my credit card. And I actually thought these stickers were pretty nice, and I'm gonna be laying it out right about here. Might not be perfect, but I'm still getting used to it. And you guys, the next page on the side where the pink pen is at, I think I'm going to be doing my weekly layout there. And on the back, I'm actually going to start setting up my meal, like my weekly meals, because I got another sticker book kind of like this one, the budget one, where it has all these cute little chef stickers and recipes. I don't know, it's really pretty, and I kind of wanted to have a planner that can hold everything, so that way I know how much I'm spending in my groceries. I know what I used, the stuff that I bought, because I think it was a Pink Cloth Life that kind of has that setup in a way, but I'm just kind of doing it a little different. And I also see that, which YouTuber is it? Oh My Goals with an exclamation point. I love her channel. I feel like in her videos where she talks about that, you know, you could try different planners, different ways, and you're just never happy, or you don't stick to it for very long. And I like her setup. So she uses this page in a way where she uses the first row as her income and any taxes or anything that she has to deduct. She uses the middle square for cash envelopes, and then she uses the final bottom row of squares for, I think, sinking funds, or it might be vice versa, but that's how she does it. And she only does it, I don't think I've seen the video where she like allocates her bills. I think she says she's 1 month ahead. I think that's why. Okay, if you guys can see here, I did these pretty little pink squares for my weekly check-ins, and I never used them because July, I kind of started this mid-month, and what happened was I lost track, or I wasn't sure how I wanted the setup, so I kind of gave up for the month of July. But I was thinking about how I wanted it to be for August, so I do kind of have an idea, and the first 2-3 pages I am going to mimic, as you can see, because I'm referring back and forth to how much my bill amounts are. I always end up forgetting one bill, like always, and I think I did here, and I forgot, if I didn't write it down, what we pay my mother for babysitting. So she babysits my 2 girls while I work full-time, my oldest, who is 8, and then my littlest one, who's about to be 2. And so I pay her for her time, you know, because she didn't have to take care of my kids. They could have gone to daycare, and it could have been twice as expensive. But yeah, I give my mother about $100 a week. So this month is kind of weird. I have, if you guys can see, I'm writing for my phone in parentheses $20, because my husband and I are trying to switch phone carriers. So he's on his family plan, I'm on my family plan, and it's only, like, for me it's only $20, but my daughter's phone is separate, so her phone is $30. So my thinking is to switch her to replace my line, and so that her bill lowers by $10, while I will go with my husband, and depending on how much we end up paying our lines, either I'll give him the money or I will have to pay for it. Like, we haven't really talked about it that much. But yes, my phone bill right now is $20, but I'm in the family plan with my parents, my brother, and another family member. And with my daughter's bill, I pay it in full, and then her dad reimburses me half at some point whenever he gets paid. So what I'm trying to do is, if I switch over, then he can pay her bill to my parents, and it'll be just $20. And like, he used to be in the family plan, and he kind of knows how much, when it's due. So I think it's just convenient, because when he picks up my oldest for those visiting days that he has with her, it's just easier to just drop off the money, give it to my parents, and, you know, instead of giving it to me and then I have to take it out, and like, it's like you cut out the middle step, which is awesome, because sometimes I hate going to the bank for those little amounts if I already went once and allocated all the money that I needed, especially for my cash stuffing, my regular spending, and stuff like that. Okay, so I don't have any budget stickers like the other YouTubers have, where they're colorful and they track their spending or categories on their monthly view. So I'm gonna use these beautiful highlighters, and the lighting does not do it any justice, and they're erasable. I got them from Michael's. So I thought long and hard of how I wanted this. So what I'm gonna do is track spending in 4 different categories. So the pink one, the blue one, I think there's gonna be a purple one, and then the yellow you can't really see on camera, but that's the only other color that I had. Or maybe you can. You will or you will not. It just depends, I guess, on my lighting and my angle. But I'm going to be tracking my debit card transactions, in my credit card transactions, or if I do any spending with my cash envelopes, whether it be just my regular cash envelopes, my sinking fund, and then I'm gonna keep track of my unbudgeted, even though I will be spending it with out of those 3 categories in case anything happens. I still want it to be a separate category, and I'll either mark it with a dot or I'll put a note on myself which of the 3 I use to pay for this unbudgeted event if it does happen. I just feel like that is the best way for me to be able to track, and it would work for me. And then the categories for my weekly check-in is going to be food, and that's anything eating out, groceries, date nights, anything involving food. My second category is gonna be gas, because I need to know how much gas I'm spending, because I work really far away. I work, I think, 4 cities away from where I currently live, and I have to, luckily I've been able to fill up once a week, and that's been good. But because there was a 5-week last month, I felt that extra week in gas. It was a lot, and it was like 180. I have a Toyota RAV4, so it fills up with about $30 to $35 a week, especially now since the gas price kind of has risen. And like I said, didn't know my head was recording, so blocking the view. I'm still trying to adjust the angle on this tripod or phone mount that my husband got me. So I think we kind of got it, because the other after filming this video, I saw my big old head, and I told my husband what it was doing. So when I would put the phone on it, it would drag it, like if there was more weight on another angle, and so it ended up looking weird. Yeah, so you're gonna see my head for like a good 2 more minutes or so I apologize for that. Anyways, on top of gas, I'm going to be tracking spending, and that's just any spending, whether it comes from my, like, fun, or what is that other one, entertainment, or just shopping, just anything like that. I want to keep track, because if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should. I post there a lot more frequent than I do with my videos, because it take me forever to film. But in July, I spent $200 at Michael's. Oh my god, even though I haven't stepped foot in a Michael's in oh so long, I paid for it. And then I paid like $100 on Kohl's, well, in between Kohl's and Burlington. Even though I hadn't gone shopping for a year, I felt it. And even though I had the money for it, I felt it. Like, I think once you start hoarding money, it feels like you're cheating on it. I don't know. That's how I felt.